Duck Dynasty is one unique than others as it has clear lines and standards held for the family and children and their beliefs, whereas famous shows like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Jersey Shore have no boundaries and lack stability in their marriages and relationships. Marriage and age in the South have gone hand in hand, as we are more likely to condone young eloping and marriages. The Robertsons have all represented this in their relationships and marriages, although they have successfully brought a new eye to what exactly a healthy marriage should look like and does look like. There is no age barrier in the Robertson family on what they begin dating or how they begin dating. Sadie Robertson insisted on asking out her current boyfriend Trevor Knight on her first date when they met, while her brother, John Luke, was the one to initiating dating and marriage in his relationship with Mary Kate. You probably guessed it from the get-go, the Robertsons are strong in their faith as they firmly believe that sex should be kept for married couples only. And it is not commonly mentioned on the TV show. If you keep up with the family outside of cable, you'll learn that Sadie holds her own YouTube channel stories and tips on abstinence. As many of you know, Phil Robertson's made a speech in his church on his opinion on gay couples and how they are just as evil as other sinners. As he and his family still believe the same values, it was very much down upon in media, and he was suspended from the TV show for a season in 2013. The family remains heterosexual. The family has no customs in their marriage ceremonies, as many of the couples never had a wedding, but the most recent wedding were John Luke and his bride Mary Kate. They were married by his father, Willie, and the wedding was generally small for the amount of people they know. It's assumed the Robertsons paid. Like you saw previously, Phil and Miss Kay never had their wedding, where they got married at the age of 16. So 50 years later, the daughter-in-laws organized one in their backyard, where Alan, the oldest son, married the two and the family ate. The roles of the men and women is what you'd anticipate. The women enjoy staying at home, working on their business, and learning to cook, and the men work together, hunt together, and bond together. The family is similar in many ways, but they are not the same. Willie and Corey have $1 million home in Louisiana near the rest of the family, while his parents, Miss Kay and Phil, have lived in the same medium-sized house for decades and choose to stay there, no matter what their income. In Episode 3, Season 3, John Luke has broken up with his girlfriend, and all the men in the family firmly believe that he is in despair. To lift his spirits, they take him hunting and teach him about women, where he's embarrassed and indifferent. This happens on multiple occasions, and even after marriage, the family gives John Luke relationship advice. Phil and Miss Kay have set the standard high for grandparents, as Miss Kay believes that no child should leave her home hungry. She fills them with love, comfort, and spoiling, while Phil takes his grandchildren on trips and long time ago stories. Society has been a burden in their family, with hateful responses to their beliefs and proud beliefs in hunting, politics, and faith. Their parenting for their children growing up has had to be held on a tightrope while they receive hardships from media. Divorce is not common, but it has come up. Jessica Robertson was a non-believer married to a youth pastor when she was 18 years old before she met Jep, where she had changed her ways. As for Phil and Kay, Kay struggled with infidelity, alcoholism, from Phil for 6 years before he came back to her. The family and couples alone hold one tight message about life and having a successful marriage, and that's forgiveness. While Miss Kay has an incredible, compassionate story on her husband's times away from her, emotionally and physically, she managed to forgive him regardless of his heart at the time. The family holds this story close to their heart. Faith drives this family deep. It steers the way for everything they do. The children of all four couples hold strong public faith, and hope to inspire millions with their message of successful relationships. John Luke and Mary Kate have kept a private lifestyle while still choosing to share faith and compassion in the public eye.